Heroes rise, heroes fall. I see 'em on the front line, standing tall. They're risking life and limb to answer the call. But what they fighting for? Don't know, don't care, just along for the ride. But everyone must stand. I'ma make sure I'm gonna win inside.
All right, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. We are here for episode 7. I know, right? Everyone has just leveled up to level 4, but we have not rested. We have not short rested, and we are still in an enchanted forest outside of Griggly's hut. Jonas, you want to give us a quick recap?
Good luck. All right. Good luck. All right, everyone, shut up and listen. We went to a hut with a satyr in it, and we left the army. That's a big thing. We decided to just up and leave. I don't really know. Anyway, we went to a hut, met a man named Griggly, and he answered some questions for us very poorly. He offered me a book with a mustache on it. I was entirely too curious and thought I'd check out some of the spells, in which case I started reading, found out I should do a few weird things and ended up losing my finger. But I seem to have grown back little halfling, little digit. It's kind of cute. I don't know. It's I think it's growing on me. And then Abel decided to call down to Tempest and get electricity on his fingers and tell us that we are leaving the army and going to Lakeshire and doing weird things that I don't even understand. But what am I going to do? I have to follow them around. These people are keeping me safe. So, yes, we are in the hut, and we are about to go to Lakeshire. We have a really dangerous half-elf that is after Fjolnir and his weapon, and here we are. So, yes, let us begin.
Excellent.
Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that was about 90% accurate.
That's right. Yeah.
Almost all of those things really did happen last episode.
One bit of correction.
90%. It was 100%. What do you mean 90%? All of that was true. I said everything that happened.
Well, one bit of correction. The finger is not actually growing on you. It's the same size it's ever going to be. It's just real short.
It's
Just so you know.
This tiny little. This is it. That's
it. It's enough to cast your somatic components of your spells to move your fingers around in a finger dance kind of way.
How am I supposed to write anything in my book?
Well, you can learn. You know, people get arthritis and stuff. They learn how to deal with that.
Damn it! I thought it was going to be like Deadpool.
No, not a bit. All right. Well, I want to start off. So you guys leave. You guys have left Griggly's hut. You're standing outside of it, and the sort of door that you had jabbed the spear into, or the excuse me, the quarterstaff that you jab at the hut.
It's really hard not to say it every time he says the word jab.
Jab, yeah, Jabba.
Jab in the hut.
The door has disappeared, and Griggly is gone. But you can hear from behind it. He says, "My garden is quite well stocked. Please feel free to take any of your special spell components. I have quite a collection out there, and be on your way. Don't dally too long." And so you guys find yourself outside of Griggly's hut, which is now sealed off, and you're in a small garden. All three of you cast spells that require components, and you can refill on anything that you currently have prepared that requires components that disappear. So, for instance, you, Ionis, your Find Familiar spell requires 25 gold pieces worth of components. You find that readily available in the garden. And anyone else who has...
Oh, there's just petrified eyes of newts laying around? That's amazing.
Just petrified eyes of newts. They're actually growing. It's an enchanted forest, Tim. Thank you. There's also rat droppings in there.
My goodness.
Little jars of things are around. It's not just things that are growing. He lets you sort of rustle around through his thing to take at least one casting worth of anything you need.
All right, awesome.
Great.
Yeah. And so you're collecting things. You have time for a short rest, and I wanted to tell Abel and Filnir that you guys are both receiving a boon. So Abel, you're getting some inspiration from Tempest for coming back to him, and in your mind, you sort of hear the whispers of Tempest, and he's asking you, and he just has two words that he whispers to you, or he whispers three: battle or shadow.
That would be 3. Yeah.
That's 3. Yeah. And you get the sense he's going to do something, pretty nice for you, for that.
Well, I feel like that's not much of a choice. I feel like I almost have to take battle.
Okay, good choice.
I ain't never been much for shadows. Every time I tried to stay in one, it hasn't worked out too well.
Okay. All right. So, I am going to give you a handout here, but you are receiving a spell that is called Tempest's Guiding Bolt, and it becomes a domain spell, which means you always have it prepared. It is very similar to the Guiding Bolt spell, except your tenuous link with Tempest means that you don't have the best control over this thing, and that is actually a good thing for you. So you're going to roll the damage for Guiding Bolt is normally 4d6. You're actually going to roll 2d4 and 2d6. And whenever you roll the same number on your d4s, your bolt will jump to another target, and you will roll to do your attack roll against that target. So this is sort of a mixture of Chaos Bolt and Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Here's the only drawback to this is that if it runs out, if it keeps jumping from enemy to enemy, if it runs out of enemies to hit, and you again roll the same number on your d4s, it has to hit someone. So it will hit an ally. Everyone who's hit from the bolt, you have advantage to attack them until the end of your next turn. So you could potentially have a little mini fairy fire here on all the enemies. So it's a pretty nice spell.
And it's level 1, like Guiding Bolt.
It's level 1, and you can cast it at higher levels. And this is the only thing that's different about it, is that when you cast this, you add 1d6 for every level over first level to the damage. And once you cast this as a 4th level spell or higher, you can stop it from targeting new creatures at any time. So you have control over it at that point.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I like it.
All right, cool. All right, so Filnir, he actually is given a series of images, and these are the 3 people who are recent and current champions of Paraso and Compiton. And he has the image of Shandara doing her druid things out in the world. This is mostly coming from the staff, and he sort of sees her skulking around the forests and the mountains of the Breen, where she ranged sort of throughout her whole life. He also can see the soul of Edgar Trendoff, who was the owner, was the Neverwinter noble who was the consul that he worked for years. And Edgar was sort of famous for always knowing the right thing to say at the right time to the right person, that he was just a very good diplomat like that. And then the other person who he hasn't met yet, Herr Walter Faust, and he's from Edar City. And Filnir can feel sort of a very slight connection to Faust. He still lives, so he is still a champion of Paraso. This is likely the paladin that he's been looking for. And he has this dim image of a man in full plate and white silks with a white silk stash that's sort of crossed over his chest. he's a giant guy. He's at least a foot taller than Filnir, twice as wide easily. And Filnir has an image of him riding on a barded warhorse and people running away from him. And Filnir, you are sort of filled with a kind of dread when you sort of concentrate on the visage of Walter Faust. And Paraso, without speaking, sort of lets you know that he can give you one thing from any one of his champions. So you have to choose between Shandara of the River Clan, Edgar Trindoff of Neverwinter, or Herr Walter Faust of Edar City.
This is a bit of a tough choice for Filnir, because I think he would, in a way, want to pay homage to both Shandara and Edgar, just because those were both people he's come across. And Shandara, obviously, he ended her life at the behest of the Parasos. But I feel like because Edgar played such a role in his life, I feel like it would be his inclination to want to understand his friend as much as he could, especially given the suddenness of his passing. So despite I think the terrifying visage of Walter Faust, I don't think he's that desperate for sort of the power that displays yet. At this point, he's not in like a burning rage anymore. I think he's, starting to see more of the world, and I feel like all of that together is gonna make him decide to stick with Edgar.
Okay, great. So I think that's a really good choice. So Edgar's boon is that you now know the spell Detect Thoughts, but it's modified in the following way. At second level, the duration is 10 minutes. At third level, the duration is 1 hour, and the distance at which you can detect thoughts extends to 60 feet. At third level, the duration goes to 1 hour. Oh, sorry, I said that one. At fourth level, the duration is 8 hours. And then at fifth level, the duration is either 9 hours or 1 hour without concentration. And you make your decision at the end of the first hour when it didn't require concentrating, as the detecting thoughts is wearing off. Additionally, when you use your action to detect thoughts of enemies that you cannot see, the range of the spell at fifth level extends to 120 feet. So you can kind of use this as a poor man's detect invisibility. You can see stealth creatures through their thoughts, but also you can do all the things that Detect Thoughts does as a normal spell.
Okay.
Dope.
And it's a second level spell, right?
That's a second level spell. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Man, great gifts.
Yeah, cool. So you guys I'm assuming you're doing a short rest while you're sort of praying and
I think all of this
reading and communing.
Need it.
Yeah.
So
I actually don't.
Well,
I'm gonna.
Oh,
You made us
do,
defect,
right? You
so
get
I'm
your
gonna say
spells back.
we need to take an hour.
yeah.
It seems only fair.
Fellas, I really think there's no time to lose. Those Hark soldiers are going to be on our tail any minute now.
The Hawk soldiers would not have found the entrance to where we are. This is a place called Gnome's Gap. We are safe here for a short while. However, I think resting for more than 1 hour would not make much sense. We cannot make camp here. We cannot start a fire here. So let us snack on something, pray to our connections, our gods, whatever it is we need to pray to, make amends, and prepare yourselves for whatever will come when we come out of the Gnome's Gap.
Don't eat anything out of this garden. I saw some rats pooping over there.
Oh, but that is a spell material, is it not?
Okay, so as you guys are resting, the euphoria of the forest sort of becomes all encompassing for you. And you start to feel all three, like the three of you all start to feel as though you were about to come up with like the answer to something very important that you have been thinking about, or maybe you haven't even been thinking about it, but now you're realizing you should have been thinking about it all along. And I need each of you to roll a d6 for me.
Oh, I feel like something coming on, like a euphoristia.
Yeah.
I got a 3.
All right. Okay.
I got a 4.
I got
So-
a 1.
That's okay. There's no value in any of these. It just determines what happens. So Jonas,
There's no value in any of these. It just determines what happens.
It's not a critical miss, is all you're saying.
yeah, it's not a critical miss, is what I mean. Yeah. So Jonas, you have a personal epiphany. You have just realized the true nature of some personal relationship that you had misunderstood for a very long time, and you just have to tell someone about it. So think about that for a second. And Tim, what'd you get?
A 4.
A 4. Okay. So as you're concentrating on the staff and the blade, and you're sort of communing a little bit with Paraso, you see an animal that you've always been intrigued by. I don't know what the animal is, only you do. But its importance grows in your mind, and you think that it is actually thinking exactly what you are thinking right now. Don't tell your mates about this. They probably won't believe you. And you sort of want to figure out what this means first. But you'll need to sort of figure out what what this animal is and what the connection is, and it will play out at some point later on. And Sam, for Abel, he got a 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have an epiphany about the essence of Gnome's Gap, and I need you to roll a DC 13 wisdom saving throw.
So let me ask, are these epiphanies, are these real epiphanies, or is this like Molly at the club at 2 a.m. epiphanies?
I
like,
don't
hey
know.
man, we're all one, and
This
we're
is
all
real.
just the same energy.
These are epiphanies that are your truth.
Okay.
Um,
Ooh, that is because I have proficiency in wisdom saving throws, an 18.
okay, so here's 2 things. One, you are 100% being watched right now by multiple creatures. You look around, you can't see exactly where they are. You think maybe around the trees, perhaps just on the other side of the hut, maybe actually climbing around on the foliage. And you are allowed to make an investigation check as well. And this is a DC 15 investigation check.
Could it be a perception check instead?
It cannot be a perception check. You can investigate around the
Could it be
hut.
an insight check instead?
Absolutely not. You can investigate this.
That is a 6.
Okay. So try as you might, you can't quite figure out what's so off.
Fellas, this euphoristia is starting to turn on me. Think I'm having a bad trip. Feel like everybody's watching me.
and
I don't know. I
and-
just sense them everywhere. I can't find them. But I sense them everywhere.
and you see out of the corner of your eye something
did you see that? Did you see
smallish,
that?
like dart behind the hut.
Oh, something ran behind the hut.
They're all animals here, but they mean you no harm.
I'm gonna
How
run
many legs
behind
did it have?
I'm gonna run behind the hut and look.
Oh, God.
Okay, so as you run behind the hut, you see that a wolf is sort of crouched down behind Griggly's hut, and he is like snarling at you, and you hear other wolves now.
I just yell, "It's okay, guys. It's just wolves." I thought it was going to be something scary like gnomes.
Abel, heed my words. It is very important that you do not kill any animals while we are here.
Well, I mean, how important?
If
If our choice is killing the animals or losing limbs,
if you mean to escape the gnome's
which is
gap,
the
you must refrain from killing any animals. Or we will never reach our destination.
okay, good doggy. I back slowly around the hut.
Okay, give me an animal handling check
Wait, are we done with our
with your trip.
with
No.
with our short rest?
Yes, you're done with your short rest.
Okay.
You're done with your short
I
rest.
didn't roll my.
But that's
didn't roll
important
my hit
information to
dice.
have.
Sorry,
I
guys,
thought
sorry.
this was all during the
Yeah,
trip.
Right,
no.
exactly.
Yeah.
So wait a second. So can I use guidance on my animal handling check?
Sure.
Do I have time for that as I'm backing around?
Yeah, sure. Do it.
Okay.
So guidance gives you an extra D4.
D4. Yeah.
Okay.
So I am going to do an animal handling. I got a 3 in that. Wisdom's not bad. So that is a... and then I get to roll D4.
Okay.
15 total.
Okay. So he is not calmed, but he sort of
doesn't
starts-
leap for my throat.
He doesn't leap for your throat. He starts to circle around. And Jonas, you and Filnir hear from behind the hut, oh, and then you hear several echoes of other wolves from around behind trees and bushes and behind you toward where Despo and the others were.
You guys all heard that, right? I wasn't the only one that heard that, right?
Yes, we heard it.
Filnir, this is sounding really bad. This is
I
sounding
think it
really
is-
bad, Filnir.
Well, we've had our time to rest. I think we can make our way. I think that is the wolves' way of saying, "Do not hang around here."
Let's make that way then.
Okay.
Wait a second. We don't have Nara with us anymore, do we?
No, she's gone.
No.
She went to go try to retrieve the body of Shandara and the others.
Filnir, which way do we go?
Well, which way are the wolves not blocking?
East or west. You guys, they're blocking east.
All right, so let's head west and we'll keep our eyes open.
All right, so you travel in what seems to be a sort of narrow deer path that still surrounded by these trees. The wood gets quite dark in places, and then it opens up, and you're still feeling this like incredible euphoria, but none of you are trusting it anymore. All
I've
of you
never
are
felt
sort of-
this good being chased by wolves in my life.
It feels quite artificial.
Yeah, you all realize it's artificial, but there's still nothing you can do about it. Like it's not, you're just not coming down from this.
Did Nara give us pills on the way in here?
If it lasts for more than 4 hours, call a doctor.
I hope an apothecary will do.
And you arrive at a sort of very large, long north-south swamp that is about 30 feet across. And looking north and south, you don't see any like clear way to cross it. And you are now hearing the wolves they're much, much closer to you now. And they're snarling.
Filnir.
I'm gonna do a look along the swamp for like any barges, any sort of New Orleans style airboats.
Okay. All right. Give me a perception check.
I got +5. That's a 23.
Ooh. Okay. So you don't see any barges or boats, but you do see a very large downed tree that looks like maybe you could lay on it on your belly and then like doggy paddle maybe like on this thing if you could just keep it from rolling. That's the only thing you see that could potentially have you.
That sounds like a trap. And we're all wearing armor.
Yeah.
Not all of us.
swamp? Does this swamp seem like? I mean, it's a swamp. It would be, somewhat shallow. I would think if there's plants and stuff growing out of it.
Yeah, plants are growing in it. There's trees in it. Yeah.
Are there like mangroves we can make our way across, or anything like that?
You'd probably have to wade into it, honestly. Like it doesn't like there's nothing really to stand on. I mean, there's that you could hold on to trees, but they're not very tightly packed, so they're 8 to 10 feet away from each other throughout this thing.
Why don't we wait for the wolves to tell us the way across?
Yeah, I'm going to give you 15 seconds, and then you'll be in initiative with the wolves. I just want to let you know that.
I think let's make our way. Is that log north or south of us, that fallen tree?
It's about 15 feet south of you. So it's right near the path.
Okay, and it's how tall is this tree?
It's probably 25 feet tall.
So we only have to like scoot across it and make it another 5 feet-ish.
Yeah, that's right. But you have to get it to go across, right? Right now it's sort of leaning up against the bank.
I could jump 5 feet.
No, I mean
I don't know if I can.
It's not spanning.
We have to push it down.
Yeah, you're gonna have to push it so that it goes not parallel to the shore, but goes perpendicular to the shore, so you can cross it if you want to do that.
So it's parallel to the shore right now.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just like sort of floating, but along the shore.
So we might have to get in the water to push it.
Let's do initiative, guys.
Oh,
come on! We're trying to get information here.
No.
You've seen all this in your head.
Well, I'll describe it more in your initiative order. How's that sound?
No.
That is a 10. That's a really good initiative roll from me.
That is
all right.
good.
22.
Oh my goodness, fellas.
Yeah.
12.
Okay. And let me get these wolves here. All right.
Did you is your mongoose out, Ionis?
Yeah, Saber's following us.
Saber.
I gotta do him.
Hold them off, Saber.
All right. So we have a 22 for Ionis. We have a 16 for the wolf. We have a 12 for Filnir. And we have a 10 for Abel. Oh, we have a 16 for Saber also. And he will go before the wolves because he has a higher dex than the wolves. So okay.
How many wolves is it?
So you have 6 wolves, and they have all sort of crowded onto the path. They're about 35 or 40 feet, about 40 feet. The closest to you, they're in a sort of formation, 2 by 2 by 2, along the path, and they look not super happy.
All right. Okay. I have no idea what to do here. I'm gonna back up, and can I? You said there. How far across is their formation?
They are on top of each other. So I mean,
on top of each other.
They're 5 feet apart from each other, each one of them. So from the first one to the last one behind them, we're talking just 15 feet. They're in a 15 by 10 foot sort of rectangle. Therefore, is their formation.
Jeez.
Can you give us cover, Ionis, so we can move this tree?
Can I minor illusion a 5 foot, 5 foot across, 5 foot tall mirror?
You can,
in front of
man.
them.
Do it. Let's see what happens.
Let's see if I can confuse them a little bit. I wiggle my fingers and a mirror shoots up in front of the wolves.
All right. Okay. How about Saber?
And then Saber's going to hold his action for when a wolf comes around the mirror.
And what's he going to do when the wolf comes around the mirror?
I guess he can't do anything, can he? Because I was going to shock and grasp a wolf, but I already did my thing.
You want to get any advice from your teammates here?
I got an idea.
What's the idea?
Give Saber a rope and have him start swimming across the swamp.
Yep. I have rope in my pack.
All right. That's a good idea. All right. I send Saber over to
how far
Phil.
is it to the next clear ground?
30 feet.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Okay, so I send him over to Philnir. Philnir, you said you have rope?
Yeah, I do.
All right, so he's over at Philnir now. And
he grabs the rope
okay.
with his mouth.
And the wolves charge. So they're about 40 feet away, 45 feet away. The front one, what's your spell check?
My spell save?
Yeah, your spell save.
14.
Okay. So the first line, one of them sort of stops the mirror and looks at it and goes and the other one just like runs right through it, and it is charging at you guys, and he gets 5 feet away from your party, and the other 4 charge right past him once the illusion is run through.
Isn't it an investigation check? Is that what you rolled? I guess I don't remember.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I mean,
Dumbass smart wolves.
I don't know what the bonus is.
dumbass smart wolves. Yeah. It's the same roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So they're all on you now. So Philnir, it's you.
So they're within 5 feet of us.
Yep.
And how far are we from this tree?
It's about 15 feet south.
Okay. Let's see. I think this is going to be the time to cast mirror image. So I'm going to cast mirror image and make 4 of myself. And
This
then
is the time to cast mirror image. So
I feel like we don't want to kill these things,
right.
but we also want to
A
minimize the
preview.
chances.
I'm taking the dodge action.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I make 4 of them, and then I head toward the tree to try to roll it, to try to help roll it down the hill, and maybe tie the other end of the rope to the tree to give us.
Okay. Okay.
Are there any other tree stumps like around there that we could use?
As
to
like a
sort
pulley?
Well, kind of as a pulley, or more for stabilization. Like if we can get the rope, my idea would be like you tie the rope on one end, you have Saber sort of loop it around on the other side, and then at least you've got something to sort of like pull yourselves along with and keep yourself upright and hold on to if Saber can get it tight enough, or at least swim it back to us to then we can tie it to itself.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so he can get to one of the mangrove trees that is close to the other side, and then what's his swim speed? We'll just have it be his regular speed. Like he's a mongoose, he can handle himself in water. Is it 30?
Yeah.
All right, so he can next turn get to the other side with the rope, and then the turn after that he can get back to you with the rope.
Great, but I'm going to still. So
Wait,
he has
he
has one end of it.
How much rope do you have?
It's a 50-foot.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's not
was
quite
just gonna
enough to go
say
back and forth.
I was just going to, send in him with the middle of the rope.
Unless somebody has another one, and then we could make 2 and make a loop. But that seems like it's going to take a while. Seems like it's more prudent to just tie one end over here.
And just take the one.
Go.
So I'll take the one end of rope, find something to tie it to near the base of the tree, and then try to turn the tree to get it down.
Okay. All right. That looks good. It's gonna. Okay. So your next turn, you'll probably be able to get that tree turned.
Okay.
Okay. Abel, how about you?
Taking the dodge action.
Okay, and where are you gonna
Uh,
go? Staying put.
I interpose myself between the wolves and the rest of the party.
Okay. All right. All right. We're back to Ionis.
Okay, this sucks, but I'm gonna cast levitate on myself. Just the wolves come up and I just go straight in the air. Whoop! Okay. No.
Okay.
And I go up 20 feet and
It's like a mylar balloon.
Why didn't you do this in the beginning with the rope?
because
It just airwalk over it.
Because you can only go straight up.
I can only go straight up. I can't move.
Oh, I see.
Unless
Okay.
can you
I can't
reach
move.
anything? Aren't you near any trees?
I could reach the trees and like try to move myself over closer
You're like
to the tree.
you're like a balloon. So if you can push yourself, that's what it says.
Yeah, but I can't push myself like across the river, can I?
Yeah.
Is it just like
It's too bad
Is it
you
just
didn't,
like
too
being
bad
in
you
outer
didn't-
space?
It's too bad you didn't hold on to the other end of that rope so that Saber could pull you straight across like a Macy's Day Parade.
Well,
You're now like a floating duck.
Yeah.
With that,
Okay, so-
with that
so
big head
I
and that skinny
levitate.
body, he looks kind of like a balloon.
So you said Filner has it on the bottom of the tree.
I have I
Yeah,
have
on
one
the-
end tied to a stump or something, the stump of that tree, because it fell down.
Okay,
or
so
something.
Saber, he took it over to the other side, but he can't tie, right? Are we just going to pull it?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? He's gonna come back with the other end of it.
he
so
can like
it's
loop it around and then come
Yeah.
back. So as long as he can get back,
But it won't reach all the way back, correct?
no, not all the way.
You
mean,
said
if-
it won't reach all the way back.
If he can pull the tree, I mean, I don't know what his strength is, but if he can pull the tree a little bit, it might sort
Well,
of
I'll-
float.
I will
out.
push my. Can I push myself over that way and join him over on the other side?
You could have run first.
Yeah, you could have run and then and then jumped and then levitated.
I'm still getting used to this. Okay, damn it!
Mulligan.
I just learned it. I just learned it.
You know what? You know what would have made a lot of sense? Sorry.
What's that?
In retrospect, give John
Sleep?
the rope, sleep, have him run out into the swamp, and then if he starts sinking, he can levitate himself.
Yeah, that would have been good.
That's also would have made a lot of sense. That's true.
Yeah.
That would have been good,
Sleep
too.
would have made sense if I had it prepared, but I don't have it prepared.
Oh, too bad.
And then we could also, if
yeah,
he
yeah,
floats
too
up
bad.
there, we could just hold the rope and use him like the fulcrum of a swing, where he's just up there. 'Cause
Yeah.
we can't pull him down, presumably, because the spell's holding him up. So we could just swing like Tarzan.
But I could have swung. swung. Oh well.
you guys,
Now I really want to do that.
Listen, I wouldn't trust his strength to hold the rope.
I know.
Tie it around his waist.
Yeah, I might actually drop the rope. But
oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
But how are you going to get him down? Like, you may have to shoot him with an arrow with the rope
I
around
can
it
let
to
myself
pull,
down, can't
to
I?
pull him over.
Into a pack of wolves, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, don't let yourself down in a pack of wolves, dude.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna push. Can't I? I've levitated. Can't I now push myself across?
Um,
I'm in the
Okay.
trees. I find a tree branch and I kind of push myself off the tree
do
branches
it.
across
There's a tree branch. It's pretty far out of your reach. Give me an acrobatics check. This
Acrobatics.
is a DC 13.
He has a
acrobatics
spear
check to
too,
reach
so he
that
should
tree.
have some reach. I mean,
Yeah,
if he had to.
perfect. Use that spear. Use that spear. to-
use the spear and I'll do my acrobatics check
yeah.
and see if I can push myself across the thing here. All right, that's a 21.
Okay, so you move yourself 5 feet. So you're able to push yourself 5 feet toward the thing. So now
5
you're over the water area. Next action, you can
I
push
thought it
yourself
was like.
more.
Can I reach anything over the water?
Yeah, there's trees in there. There's trees in there.
Okay, all right.
All right. And Saber is going around the loop.
He's going around the tree
Okay.
and pulling the rope back the other way.
Okay. Excellent. And then as Saber sort of swims around the tree, you see the water move over by where Saber is. And you see a greenback sort of make its way to the surface and then go back underneath the water.
And Saber's in the water.
Saber is in the water.
All right.
All right.
Crikey.
Crikey.
His action. I mean, his action's done now, right?
Yeah, he's still alive. Look at that. All right.
So he went around the tree, but he has
Wolves.
30 of move, or is he just getting to the tree? How far did you make
He's around the tree, and he's there. He's going to make it back about 10 feet away from the shore now, from you,
Okay.
Filnir.
Okay, and the rope is still in his mouth,
Yes,
and he's like stuck there. He's got to hold the rope there, right?
he's hold a rope. Hold a rope. Hold rope.
Hold rope. Hold.
Hope. All right. So
That's a stretch. For the
so
rope.
is it a
for the
stretch
rope? For the rope.
for the rope? There you go. Okay, so
Wolves.
with Ionis 20 feet in the air and Abel between Filnir and the wolves, the first 3 wolves to you are all attacking you. They rush at you, Abel. They snarl and snap, and the first one.
So they do all have disadvantage against me
Why is that?
from dodge.
From the dodge. Okay, so then they have advantage because they're next to each other.
Pack tactics.
So that will be that will cancel each other's out.
Cancel it out.
The advantage and the disadvantage, which is pretty good. Okay, what's your armor class?
19.
Oh, so the first 3 that get to you are all whiffs, and then the next 3 sort of run right past you and are running toward Filnir. So
One
you
of
have
the ones that's running past me towards Filnir, I'm going to use my reaction and take a poke at it with my spear,
Okay.
just to see if I can get it off of him.
Okay.
That's that one. And that is a critical miss.
Natural one. Oh, let's see. I don't know what to do about this. Okay. Why don't you roll a d20?
13.
Okay. So you sort of like lash out at him, and he sort of runs right into your spear, and you don't drop the spear, but it sort of turns you on your feet, and your back is now to the other 3 wolves.
Awesome.
And so yeah, that's it. That's not
Well,
that bad.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do with wolves, right? Is if you're being attacked by wolves, you turn your back on them to show that you're not afraid.
Yeah, that's right. You're actually supposed to lay down prone with your legs and your arms open so they can sniff you in your groin area and tell that you're not a threat. That's actually what you're really supposed to do.
That's exactly it, right?
Camping tips with Tom. All right, and so the 3 that arrive at Filnir, they're all attacking Filnir, and I know you have mirror image, so we'll have to figure something out here with this. Why don't you roll to see if the first one is going to attack you or one of your mirror images?
Okay.
You have all 4 up now, right?
Yeah,
So
they're
anything over a 6. Is that right?
So it's if I have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. With 2, I roll an 8. So yeah, so if I roll over a 6, then it goes to a duplicate instead of to me. And
That's
then
cool.
the duplicate's AC is 10 plus my dex mod. So, which is 2. So 12 is the duplicate AC.
Okay.
My AC is way
All right.
better. So, all right. So
the first one is attacking a duplicate.
first one is a 9.
Okay, and it is. So the first one
Misses.
is a miss because you have a 12, right?
Yes, 12 AC.
Okay.
And they have advantage with pack tactics.
All right. Yep. The second one is attacking now.
Okay. That is a 20, definitely hitting a duplicate. What a waste of a crit. Natural 20.
Oh, what a waste of a crit. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Doesn't that just destroy the creature if I get a crit? Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
No,
They just vanish.
It destroys the no, that's good. But your mirror image soaked up that attack. It did hit. So this is a 17, so that did hit.
Okay.
And the last one is attacking you. Let's roll it again. Now you have to get over an 8.
Yep.
Is that right?
That is correct. And I get another natural 20.
What?
What?
Oh my goodness.
And now you'll never roll another 20 again.
No.
in your life.
Okay. All right.
And that hits.
This one hits, so you only have one mirror image left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa. Crit.
Okay. Abel, it's you.
I
So the tree has started to move in the water now. Like, as small as Saber is, he was still able to sort of it's floating, so the weight is being held by the water. So you could tell that the tree moved a little bit when he got the rope taut.
Great, so you could see it
But
bob.
yeah.
Oh, so we're pulling the log across.
Yeah,
like
I
a
was
raft.
pushing the tree down into the water, so basically turning it down the
Okay.
bank. So the front end of
And
it
you have three.
is in
You
the
have
water.
3 wolves on you,
Yep.
and Filner has 3 wolves on him. And
Okay,
Ionis
so-
is 20 feet above you, 5 feet closer to the swamp.
So I sort of get spun around by this attempted reaction attack on the the wolf running by me, and I see the log starting to move out into the water, and I go, "Oh, time to go!" And I'm going to take a disengage, and I'm just going to run for the log.
Okay. And disengage makes none of them are allowed to get an opportunity attack on you. Is that correct?
I believe it is. I believe that's correct. Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
look it up and double check. If you take the disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn. Yeah.
Okay, so you could even get into the water if you wanted to. So he was only about 15, 20 feet away from you. So you still have 10 feet of movement left
When I make it to the log.
when you make it to the log. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna help try to push the log out into the water.
Okay. And it moves easily, and you see Saber. The rope gets slack, and he sort of runs up, and Filner, he ends his turn right at you as the log sort of makes its way into the water.
Okay.
All right, and Ionis, it's you. You are now. There are 3 snapping wolves directly underneath you, with another in 5 feet off where Abel was.
Wait,
Do you
did I
have a
get
rope,
turn?
Jonas?
Did you skip me?
What's that? Oh, sorry, Filner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
No,
skipped you.
you did. I had the react. I had the
did. I did. That's right.
Yeah, we did the mirror image.
mirror
but that was
image,
it.
but you never actually had my turn.
It
So
seemed like a lot of turn with that mirror image.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
I'm not trying to dominate the microphone here, guys.
No, do it.
Dominate the mic.
Okay, so
Oh, you're a mic dom.
so we've got one end of
On
this
Dungeon
rope
Dads.
tied to the shore.
Listen, man. Any crossover audience we can pull in.
So one end of this rope is tied to the shore, and now
So
Saber
about
has
this
come
fucking
back.
rope.
Yeah, no, I was.
Yeah.
So I'm moving the thing down, and then I think I would jump on the log. They're there too, so I think I would do the same thing. I would disengage, jump on the log, and just start trying to stay, keeping myself stable with the rope, and then keeping the log sort of firmly from rotating in the water with my feet, and just try to
Yeah, and
start
you're actually good at this.
sending it out
with
to
with the
river.
rope in your hand. Yeah, with the rope in your hand, you're actually good at this. You're gonna get a DC 10 acrobatics check on this to stay on the log, and Abel, you are on the log, or you?
Well,
you
his
just,
turn
like,
happens
push the
after
log?
mine,
Yeah.
technically. So
Okay.
I might have to
Okay.
redo his a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So acrobatics.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to try to ride the log. I'm just going to push it for as long as I can, and then if it gets too deep, I'm just going to try
All
to
right.
hold
So
on. To it.
you said DC 10. I got a 10.
Excellent. Okay, so you get a little bit.
Just what I
it gets
needed.
a little bit unsteady. It gets a little unsteady on the log, and then you sort of steady yourself with a rope, and you're able to pull it, and it's now almost exactly perpendicular to the shore.
Right, and I would, as much movement as I have left, I would, I'd pull it a little bit away from the wolves, knowing that Abel was still going to have to come toward me. So maybe 4 or 5 feet offshore,
Excellent.
enough where he could take a step and then leap in.
Okay. All right. Excellent. All right. So Abel, you have disengaged.
Filnir, are you sure we can't kill these wolves?
It would not be a good idea from everything I know about this place.
I mean, is that for real, or is that just the Euphoristia talking?
If it was the euphoria, I feel like I'd be just like, I don't fucking care. Let's kill them all. Yay. But that's not what I'm saying.
That's true. I've seen you like that before. You would be like that.
Get on the log. Let's go.
Well, what are we going to do about Jonas?
Well, he's fucking floating. The wolves will go away eventually.
All right, is it my turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, did you say that I saw a green something floating in the water?
You saw a green something floating in the water.
Look like an alligator crocodile?
No.
No.
I just saw something green floating in the water. No, it didn't look like a crocodile.
Yeah, it was more smooth. The green was more smooth than an alligator.
And was it large?
It was large. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was real big.
And how
Okay,
smooth was it?
so
Was it
what
so
happens-
smooth?
It was so smooth.
What happens to the rope if Saber's not there anymore?
He's given me the other end of it, hasn't he? Or no?
Yeah. I mean, Saber is just kind of in the water. Maybe he's climbed up on the log or something. With
So he's
Filnir.
He's over with Filnir. Okay, he's with Filnir.
He's with Filnir.
Not in the water anymore. Okay. All right. I'm 20 feet up.
And you're about 20 feet away from your companions. At the ground level. So what 20, what is that? What's the hypotenuse there, guys?
Let's call it 33 or something. I don't know.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
33. Yeah.
Something rather. Okay, so so I've got some branches near me. I can push myself closer to the guys. I'm wondering if they could tie something to the rope and send the rope to me.
Do you have a rope in your pack? I'm probably not the only one.
Well, I don't know. It says that I have a scholar's pack, but and I have a backpack. But I've got fine clothes, you know what I mean? I've got a spell book.
Did you not fill out your character sheet the right way?
No, I think I did. I think that's the problem.
Yeah. Right.
Rope is not a
rope is not one of the things you have. I mean you're getting there on the pushing yourself with your spear. Like you can probably get another 10
if
feet.
If I do the next the
that
right
next tree that's over
acrobatics
there
check
next to you.
All right, I'm gonna try to push myself again towards the guys here. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a 19.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you're gonna move another 15 feet with a roll like that.
Oh, nice.
So you're right in the middle of the swamp now.
Okay, right over top of where they are with the log.
No, they're about 10 feet to the south of you. So you're over water, and you can sort of look down and you can sort of see that it's not very deep at all.
Okay.
The water is a little bit murky, but you can actually see places where there are rocks in the water down below.
We didn't even check. We're just like, fuck, we gotta float across.
We gotta float across. We gotta use the log. Nobody get in the water. It's a trap.
Listen, I'm in full armor. Any kind of water scares me.
Yeah.
But I'm holding on to that log.
True that.
Hey, do you have any more rope, Tim?
I think the whole thing is attached.
Okay.
Yeah. All 50.
Well, I
all
was
50
thinking
feet of
about
it.
tying. I have a rope, and I was thinking about tying it onto my spear and throwing it at a tree near Jonas. But then I thought it'd be great to have a backup and do good spear shower.
I mean, he can take it. You could throw the spear right at him. You could hold
And
on
he
to
could
one end
he
of
could
the
just
rope
sort of
and you could try
snatch
to
it out of
hit
the
him
air.
with the
Oh,
spear.
you mean I could just like spear fishing,
Or
like impale him and then pull
impale
in?
him. Yeah, you could just you could impale him a little bit.
Oh, God.
It's still just
Just
a
a
D6
mild
plus 3
impale.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, he did roll a 6 on his hit points.
That's true. He's got some buffer.
So he's got plenty of hit
I've
points.
He's got
well,
some buffer
I've
there.
got plenty. I've got plenty on my hit point max. Nobody said I was at my max because I lost my finger and lost a ton.
Oh, sure.
That's true.
Okay, that's true. All right. Well, what does Saber do?
I mean, he's just
Comes
saying,
over to
maybe
Abel and gets a scratch behind the ears.
Can maybe you could tie? Can you tie some rope to Saber and throw Saber?
It's not the right use of your familiar.
I think the mongoose would bite.
Wait, so he comes over to me and like tries to make himself understood. But gesturing around himself with his paws.
Throw Saber to me. Throw him to me.
I don't get it. I'm
Tie
not
the
a
rope
druid.
around. Tie the rope
I
around
don't understand.
him. Throw up this way to me.
I mean, I could just tie it around a rock. It'd probably work even better.
Probably. That's only a D4.
Yeah, maybe find one of the rocks in the water.
Well, on his turn, he
Yeah,
can.
Saber's just hanging out.
All right, so
He's
Saber's
hanging
just
out with
going
them.
to
He's
chill
just
out. Okay.
Wait, can he do the help action on
so-
whatever ability check I might have?
Can he help? He's going to help Sam throw the rock better. He's going to massage his shoulders while he's throwing the rock.
Well, so to set the scene now, Filner is on the log. He's pulling himself across. Ionis is floating above the swamp by himself, using his spear to push him across like a I don't know what, like a floating, flying bargeman of air. And now Sam is going to have 6 wolves on him because he's still on the shore.
Well, I'm in the water. I'm probably
he's
waist
in the water.
deep, right?
Waist deep. Okay. Yeah, so you did go in. That's how you pushed the
Touch
thing.
the water.
All right.
I'm waist deep.
So-
What are you talking about?
yeah, right. So you're actually not waist deep. You're about knee deep in the water
Okay.
where you are. So if you're the first 5 feet in, so one of the wolves jumps at you, and when it touches the water, you see his fur gets like a smoke starts to come off of it, and he like squeals out in pain, and he's literally right next to you, and he is squealing and wailing and jumping and like crawling and clawing his way to get back out of the water.
Hi, Wolfie, come get some.
The other wolves try to jump onto the log. And this is going to be for the first one, it is going to be 13. So the first one lands on there, but there's not room for the other ones. And so these guys are going to have disadvantage on landing. All right, so the next one falls into the water and starts to smoke. And the next one falls into the next one lands on the log. So there's 2 wolves on the log with you, Filner. And then the last one here also lands on there. So there's 3 wolves on the log now, and the other 2 are on the shore, still sort of like whimpering and barking. but they're just trying to keep their balance on the log now. They're not actually moving toward you. And the other one is trying to claw his way out. So, Filner, it's your turn.
How much do these wolves weigh?
These wolves are like 30 pounds.
Okay, so they're fairly light. They're not very heavy.
These are dog-sized wolves.
Right, but having
35,
three of them
40
on
pounds.
one end of a log.
30 pounds is small dog-sized wolves.
Yeah, that's small dog.
So we'll go 60. These are 60 pound. These are smaller than a giant husky, but these are not very big wolves.
Okay. I feel like there's a couple ways to go about this. Just using the dynamics of the log to my own advantage.
Yeah.
One of them would be the good old fashioned log roll game, except I have a rope.
I got a plan.
Yeah, right.
So then they've got to hold on as this thing starts to rotate, although I feel like that could also get out of hand for me. Or the other idea is just to jump and then see if the log tips, because there's now no weight on the other end of it. How deep is the water under where I am?
The old sea soil.
Where the wolves are, it's a little over knee deep, where up to Abel. For Abel's knee deep.
Or I could just splash them.
2 feet.
Although that might make them angry, but because they're on stable ground. So maybe, I'm going to try I'm going to hold on to this rope real tight and then just like jump
Okay.
vertically just to see how much play the log has and see if I can make them lose their balance.
You're going to jump high?
I mean, as high as I can. I feel like he can only jump probably, 3 or 4 feet. He's a half elf.
He can jump 3 or 4 feet.
I mean, lift his feet up or whatever. Maybe not that high, whatever.
It's gotta be
Phil near Michael Jordan Omajira.
48-inch vertical. Should be playing in whatever Farron's version.
I assume
of
he's in
NBA
good
is.
shape here.
Yeah, he's very in good shape. So do your acrobatics check. Let's you're gonna jump as high as you can. So do your acrobatics, and I'll just go ahead and give you your max height for jumping. Okay. So you're gonna get about 28 to 35 inches.
Okay.
You're gonna have
3 feet.
Yeah. So an acrobatics check for landing at 13.
10. Again.
10.
What's with me rolling the same numbers again and again?
Okay. So you sort of, your feet land, and then it seems like it's fine. And Abel, you're impressed by the height that he got. And then the log starts to roll, and he doesn't keep his footing. And so he's holding onto the rope, and he just sort of like falls straight in. But you're standing up in the water still. But when you did that, the log did sort of tilt in, and one of the wolves got his back feet in the water when you jumped up just from the back and forth. So you got 2 wolves. One wolf is now smoking, a back foot smoking, and 2 wolves are sort of on relatively stable
and
ground.
then when the log
and you're in the water,
they are staying on the rolling log.
Yeah, I'll you know what? I'll do a dex check. That's a good idea. I'll do a dex check here, and
now I'm also off the log, right? So now there's no weight on the front end anymore at all.
There's no weight on the front end. It's tilted back, and so that one of them falls in. One of them stays on. That's a 21, and the other one falls in. So you have 3 smoking, like wheezing, screaming wolves in the water now, and they're trying to swim their way back, and the other one it's actually on the log still. So okay. Abel,
is there a current here, or is this just
no? It's real brackish and just sort of still.
Okay, so the log's not getting swept down the road downstream or anything.
No,
okay.
No.
Well, this isn't going to be nearly as dramatic now that Filnir's not on the log. But
I would try to get back on if I could.
The rope is not attached to the log, right?
Nope.
It is.
Filnir's holding on to it.
It's attached to the log, and then it goes around a tree that Saber brought it, and then Filner's holding out her hand.
then to Filner's hand.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to push as hard as I can, pushing the log further out into the water. And as I push, I'm going to do like a violent steering wheel clockwise motion.
Oh, so you can
just
like splash?
spin it. No, I'm just going to spin
He's
it.
gonna roll the log
Spin
over.
the log as I push it.
Okay. All right. So there's only one wolf left on there, and it's going to have to do let's see. Well, give me an athletics check. Give me an athletics check.
It would be my pleasure.
Okay.
That is a 14.
Okay. So this guy is going to have disadvantage, and he is going to fall into the water.
Nice.
So all of the wolves that we're trying to cross are now in the water and screaming, yelping, and trying to get back to the shore. Good work. Ionis.
Okay, quick question. When Filnir did all that stuff, I guess I probably should have rolled for Saber to stay on the log.
Oh yeah, Saber really needs to get a roll now after Abel spun the crap out of it.
Yeah.
So
If he can swim,
yeah,
he's not going to start smoking if he falls in.
yeah.
That's true. So we'll just say he fell in, and he just starts swimming over the other
Okay.
side with Filnir and Abel.
Well, so let's hold off on his
hold off on him.
turn for a second. Before you go, I need to roll something.
All right.
Yeah. I need to roll another initiative here.
Oh, the greenback.
The green penis swimming towards us.
Yes. And let me put it so a new fellow has a initiative on there at 13. Okay. So Jonas, it's you, and I will tell you that you see going straight for the log. You see and really coming just right underneath you, a very long, very thick snake.
Magic missile! Magic missile!
Yeah.
No!
All right.
This is what mongooses are for.
Saber! Strike!
Right.
Strike!
Okay. So you're attacking this guy.
I attacked him.
This is an animal. God damn it.
I did my 3 magic missiles at the snake. 12 total.
Ionis,
Okay.
don't kill it.
What?
Obviously, they all hit because it's a magic
Ionis,
missile.
do you have any buns?
What? What buns? What are you talking about? It's a giant snake. Somebody kill it!
Then you'll be fine. It don't want none unless you've got buns.
Again with the
that's
timely
one.
references.
Best one yet, Sam. Best one yet.
So up to date.
Anyone younger than 33 will not have any idea what you just said.
Nah, man. Nicki Minaj brought it back.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that is
true.
true. That is
Okay.
true. She did.
Yeah. She's a singer too, huh? All right. All right. Wow. So you hit this guy and he looks right up at you, Jonas, up in the air. And he sort of like raises up as soon as you do this. And he starts to go toward the tree that is quite near you. And it is Saber's turn.
Push off.
He does get movement. Does he get any movement with his magic missiles?
No, they're not exerting enough force for him to move.
They're
And
not
if he
gonna,
did,
they're not
they
going to
would
push me
him
along.
backwards.
But I could.
Push you-
I shot my magic missile, and now I can do another acrobatics check to move across the lake, right? Or the river.
I mean, if it was just movement, I would say yes. But you're like actually like jabbing that spear at trees.
I think he got back.
He's got back.
I think baby got back.
He got back. All right, I'll tell you what. Do your acrobatics check to see if you can push off the tree, and you get another
You're
5
like-
feet.
Just for the puns.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Just for the pun of it.
All right, that's a
Okay.
that's a 13. 13.
So you're 5 feet away from the tree that the
Great.
that the giant anaconda constrictor is moving from. Okay, so Saber.
All right, so Saber is like
Saber, this is the moment you were born
he's
for.
like, it's a giant freaking snake, man. This is it. So he's gonna lunge. He's gonna lunge for his stupid bite attack.
Listen, it's a familiar. Normally they can't attack. Saber may attack any snake that he sees. So
you.
Go ahead. Roll a bite attack for Saber the mongoose.
Look, he's got a 20. Look at that. He crit on the bite attack.
No.
No, he didn't crit.
no,
That's not a crit.
It's plus 5. It's plus 5.
He does another 1 damage.
Does it distract the snake?
No, it doesn't. I mean, honestly, like he doesn't
Not get
react
aggro.
any differently than if he just like went across a particularly sharp piece of bark on the tree. All right. So
Does the snake look hurt at all, or does it just look angry?
it looks a little bit angry. It looks angry.
I mean, as much as you can tell from a snake's facial
Yeah.
expressions.
Right.
You didn't choose what. Just tell me yes or no. Did you the animal that you had your relationship with in the during your epiphany? It was a snake.
No.
No. Okay. So you think you can't really tell how he's feeling. Yeah. So
Tim, don't act like you can read this snake's emotions.
yeah,
Okay?
don't even be like that. So he starts to wrap himself around the tree, and you see him just go up, up, up. The thing is more than 30 feet long because his tail is still in the water when he gets up to 20 feet high, and he starts to reach himself out toward Ionis, sort of stretching his body in the air over at him. And he's going to try a constricting attack.
That's one way to get down.
Okay. And so you are now grappled in the air by this giant constrictor snake, John.
Good job, it's me a shower. Good job, it's me a shower. Oh God, somebody help me. Get this thing off me. Oh no.
And he is going to he's going to damage you too. You're taking 12 bludgeoning damage, and on your turn, you can try to sneak out of it.
Sneak out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You could sneak out.
Yeah.
Actually, I just thought of how you could get down. I don't know if your spells are prepared, though. But
Oh, he's grappled, right? Oh, that's so true. And also, levitate is a concentration spell, is it not?
Yeah.
yeah.
So you need to roll.
sure it is.
You need to roll a concentration check.
Okay. What's that? Constitution?
Yep.
Children.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so now
So
you
I got
are
6.
just limp.
6.
You are just limp in the constrictor's hold, and you are no longer levitating.
Well, he does float down slowly when the spell ends.
But
so I don't know how that resolves with this. So
Yeah.
he floats slowly.
Yeah,
into
the spell
into the
ends. I
snakes.
just slowly.
Yeah, you just
Into its
yeah.
warm embrace.
Into its warm
It's right into
embrace.
its mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Filnir, it's you.
Filnir, the wolves seem to be smoking in this water like it's some sort of border. If the snake's not smoking, does that mean we can kill it?
I'm not sure. I still feel euphoric, I believe. Don't you? We do, right, Tom?
You're not feeling so euphoric in the water.
Now it's more of a you swampia.
Yeah, it's actually, you feel kind of fucking awful, actually. You're not feeling dread exactly, but you're feeling some version of a real come down.
If the euphoria has passed, that means we have cleared the gnome's gap. So, based on how I feel, I think
Snake, die!
I think it would be safe to kill the snake. All right. Can I safely get to the other side here, where I'm not swimming in this fucking brackish water?
You're not swimming. I mean, it's close to your waist.
Okay.
This will be difficult terrain if you try to run. But if you sort of do put your body in, you could swim across at your normal
Right, just
movement
across.
speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how far am I from the shore?
You're only 20 feet away anyway, so you can get to the other store and you can
I
still.
thought this tree was
get
bigger
yourself
than
out.
that. And I was at the far end of the log.
I thought you had moved into the middle. I thought you'd walked into the middle of the.
Well,
of
I was on the
thing.
rope and I was like trying to move the tree, but I figured I was on the opposite end from where the wolves were. So, anyway, that's fine. So,
No, you were in the middle.
okay,
You were in the middle because the
I
wolves
fell
were on
into the middle.
on one shore.
sure, and the
Yeah.
log
Yeah.
moved, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I do here? What do I do? How do I help John? I guess the snake is big enough where I don't have to hit anywhere near Ionis.
Oh yeah, and you can hit him on the.
It's up
The
tree.
tail is
the
even.
tail is still on the floor on the
Yeah,
ground.
it's still-
how close
yeah,
am
it's
I to
still
the
in the
back end
water.
of the snake?
10 feet, like 10, 15 feet. You could make your way
All right,
over to the snake.
I'll make my way there, and
Okay.
then I will attack with the rapier that I've got.
Okay.
So that'll be terrible try. The swamp catches something as I pull my blade, and it just gets caught on some roots or reed.
I think maybe you like stab at it and it actually goes in the tree and not the snake, and so you just have to. You're sort of like pulling at it. It's not out yet. You just pull it out next turn.
Yeah, so that was a terrible
Natural
swing.
one. Blah.
Natural one.
All right, Abel.
Tempest, I didn't think I was going to need your help this early. But, I am going to move to the snake and stab it in the butt.
Oh God, wait. You know what? Before you do, I just realized a natural one on an attack, and Paraso is very disappointed. Says, "You call that a hit?" And you have a DC 15 to resist.
What check is this?
Charisma check.
A charisma check. Oh, I'm good
That's
at
your
that one.
strong
Yeah.
suit.
All right.
DC 15.
I got a 19 with my +4.
Ah, nice. Okay, so you take no damage.
Shut up, Rainbow Sprinkle Man.
Okay. Do not do it again.
I rolled a 19 on my attack.
Okay, that hits.
That's for 6 damage.
Okay. Ooh.
And then I'm going to use War Priest, and I'm going to attack again on my bonus attack. And that is an 8.
That's a miss. All right. And we're back up to Jonas.
Okay. I am running out of spells fast. So, son of a bitch. Okay. I mean, I could easily Misty Step out of this
Okay.
and just take myself across the river.
All right. That sounds good.
Oh, hell yeah, you could.
I
It just
mean,
wasn't my turn yet.
That's I
But
just
it is
didn't know you
now.
had it prepared, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I got it. I mean, I got it. I'm just trying to. If I'm on the other side, I've lost all my. Well, this is my conundrum. I'm on the other side, but I've lost all my second level spells, and I'm not much help. to the
You'll be on your own on the other side of the swamp without your meat shields and no spells.
But he'll still feel
You'd
so
almost
good.
rather be in the loving embrace of a giant constrictor.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jonas would rather not be. I think he'd rather be anywhere but here. I mean, if I stay in character, he's got a Misty Step. He just freaks out and Misty Steps.
Yep.
To the other side. So Misty Step.
All right, and you're on the shore, and guess what?
Yeah.
You feel awful. Your head is pounding, but you've only used your bonus action, and you see that your friends are attacking the base of this snake. What you couldn't tell before, and this thing is a monster. Like, you have not seen none of these guys have seen a snake this big, but you in particular have led your whole life afraid of snakes, and this is a real big snake. I mean, we're talking probably 60 feet long.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Of the Orc Wars.
Of the Orc Wars.
Of the Orc Wars.
I seem to recall the very war Abel was talking about. Jesus Christ. Oh, God, you're killing me right now. Okay, so I'm real sheepish, and I'm gonna launch a ray of frost at the thing.
Okay.
And then go hide. So that's a 12.
That hits.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Damage. What's the damage? 7 cold.
Okay. He is still okay.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Everybody run!
And Ray of Frost, is this the one that gives him disadvantage on attacks the next turn?
No, that's frostbite.
No.
He's
Frost
slowed.
Bite.
He's
Okay.
slowed.
He's slowed.
Yeah, if his speed was 30, it's now 20.
Okay. Oh, that's
So
good.
it's slowed
That's
10
actually
feet.
that's quite nice. Okay. All right, Saber's turn.
Run for the water.
Saber is gnawing on him again. He's going to bite him again.
Okay. All right. You can roll for it.
Unless actually Saber is going to let me see. Saber is going to give Filnir advantage on his next attack.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's going to give Filnir the help action.
All right. So
He runs over to a spiraling snake and goes, pointing with his nose.
He starts talking all kinds of shit. Right here. This is where.
all right. So the snake lets go of the tree and falls back down in the water, and he looks at the two gentlemen.
How big a splash does it make?
A big
I
splash.
mean, how could? But he wound around to get up. How could he just let go?
That's what he's doing. I mean, he's coming down. He's like,
He squeezes and shatters
He's
the
just going,
tree
like,
into
out.
15 pieces.
yeah.
Let this tree fall over.
He's moving down into the water. He's moving down the water. So he's down. He was up 20 feet. He's down 20 feet now. And
Well, part of him is. The rest of it's still up the tree.
up the tree. Yeah. Yeah.
It's 60 feet long.
Yeah. And I am.
If he eats a pellet on the way down, he might get longer.
I'm gonna roll just to keep it fair. I'm gonna roll a d4 to decide who he attacks.
Glad Tim liked that one.
Abel or Filnir.
I did.
Abel, you're 1 and 2. Filnir, you're 3 and 4. Okay, that's a 1. So Abel, he is attacking you, and he is going to try to constrict you also.
So I have a question
Yes.
as it pertains to gigantic creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I was stabbing its butt.
Mm-hmm.
Its head has now come around and is approaching and attacking me.
Mm-hmm.
Could I use my Polearm Master reaction to attack,
Yeah, I'll
even
allow it.
though he is not entering my space? His butt is in my space, but his head is now entering my
Yeah,
space.
But his butt may have moved. He's like 60
yeah,
feet
he's
long.
moving
It's
around.
a weird.
I'll
It's a weird dynamic.
allow it.
Nice.
Do it.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Polearm Master. That's a 16.
That's a hit.
That is 5 damage.
Okay. And he rolled a 17 against you.
That does not hit.
Okay. All right. Filner, it's your turn.
Oh, wonderful. I think just make sure this is a bonus action. Yeah. As a bonus action, I should have done this before, but I'm going to Hexblade's Curse this thing. So that means a 19 counts as a crit, a 20 counts as a crit, and then I can get some hit points back. Not that I need them right this second. So I will use that.
Humble brag.
And I get to roll with advantage because of Saber, and I will attack again.
Should get some hit points back, but
whatever.
I can't because I don't need them.
They'll just evaporate in the air.
Well, not
right
yet.
in front of Abel's face.
14.
14 hits.
All right. Then let's roll some damage. 10 damage.
Ooh, yeah. He's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, giant beasts like this usually low AC, high hit points.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right. No armor.
Yeah, he's doing all right. Abel.
Oh wait, and then I didn't add my Hexblade's Curse to that. I'm sorry. So that's 12 damage.
Ooh, okay.
So it gets oh no, let's see. You agree. You gain bonus damage. My proficiency bonus, yeah. So he gets 2 more.
Oh my god, he's
so
really hurting now.
Son of a bitch. Hey, let's just make sure, sometimes those ones count.
No, it will count.
Twos.
It will count. If he constricts you and bites you, if he bites you while constricted, it's not pretty.
All right, I'm attacking again.
Okay.
That is a 9.
That's a miss.
I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna do my War Priest again.
Okay.
Do another one. That one is a 20.
Ooh, that does hit. There's a natural. No, it's not a natural 20.
No.
For 8
Unnatural
piercing
20.
damage.
Okay. Now he is hurting now for real. Like he's bloodied, but he's coming at you. Jonas.
All right. I'm gonna do it again. Ray of Frost.
Okay.
It's a 10.
That's a miss.
Nah. Shit.
All right. All right. Saber. The only thing he can attack, or advantage.
Yeah, he's gonna give Filnir advantage again.
Okay. All right. And he is after that whipping. Yeah, he's turning onto Filnir here this time. And what's your AC?
19.
Jesus.
I mean, he did 4 more damage than I did. Come on.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Oh, and
Parasol.
Parasol.
He actually ties himself into a knot.
Yeah. Let's see here. It's gonna be let's see here. He's gonna take, all right, if he doesn't save, he's gonna take 5 damage here.
I don't think
He
this
has a
snake's very
super
charismatic.
low charisma. Oh, he got a 15. He got a 15. Oh my goodness.
What?
19 minus 4 is 15.
Scales that count for something.
Force of will.
Force of
The
will.
snake
yeah.
is one charismatic motherfucker.
Yeah, he is. He is. All right.
Yes.
That's what he
Snake
said.
is definitely a filthy animal.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, so that's a save by the constrictor with a roll of a 19 with a -4. He has a very low charisma, so it's odd that he saved on it, but he did. And it's going to be Filnir.
Okay. I think I will stick with the current strategy,
All right.
which is just continue to stab at this thing. And I have
Saber's
help
still
action
helping, right?
right? So
Yeah, Saber's got giving you advantage.
Yep. So right. Okay. So again with the rapier, roll my d20s. And 26 with advantage.
Ooh,
Nice.
that is
So that's a
very
hit.
nice. It's a hit. Yep.
Okay. And
Wait.
damage.
26. That's so you roll 19. So that's a critical.
That is a 19. Yes, that is a
Yeah.
critical. So
All right.
Yes.
I'll roll another. I'll double the damage.
Go,
right.
Saber,
Roll another
go.
D8, or you want to just double it?
Just double it, man. Just do it.
Okay, so that's 9 times 2 plus 2
20.
times 2. So 18 plus 4.
22.
I don't know if you double the Hexblade's curse. You double everything, right?
Yeah, I think we should.
That's how it works for.
I think we should. Fuck this snake.
All right. So
I
the
think we should
snake,
too.
the snake is
24.
looking real bad.
Yes.
Like real bad. And it's you, Abel.
All right. I'm going to charge right at its head.
All right.
I'm going to stab it. That's a 10.
That is a miss.
I'm going to use my channel divinity
All right. Here goes.
to give myself plus 10 to that
All right.
attack roll.
Tell me what happens.
Do that retroactively. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's the
That's
best.
awesome.
Tell me.
Yeah, well,
tell me-
here's the thing. Technically, I get to use it after the roll, but before I find out whether it hit or not. Except I knew the 10
Right.
didn't hit.
Yeah, you know it's gonna hit. He's gonna
Right.
miss. So tell me how you kill it.
I just run up and I stab my spear into its eye, and then it pops out on the other eye like a toothpick going through an hors d'oeuvre.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
It's like
Tarantino
two
over
olives, like 2 olives on a cocktail straw.
Okay. All right. So you have a dead giant green constrictor snake that's sort of like dripping down off the tree as it loosens its grip, and you have 4 smoking wolves climbing up and onto the other bank, and they're howling at you. And you see that the forest path that you came in on starts to sort of dissolve into plant growth and is sort of overtaken by trees moving together and bushes coming up, and rocks are sort of moving off of what was once a path and sort of clearing down so that it's just part of just a regular forest floor, and it even starts to grow up over the swamp that you're on, and the trees start to move actually into the water, and you see
Run!
yes, that's good. And so you guys are running away.
Yeah, trying to stay ahead of the wave of trees.
Yeah, and so when you finally get to the other side, you sort of see back, and Jonas, you watch this whole
Now
thing
wait,
happen.
are you saying we could have just run across to the other side?
Yeah, you 100% could have run across to the other side. I mean, you would have had a constrictor snake to deal with, but yes, you could.
Either
have just
way, we
run.
would have had the constrictor snake.
Yes, that's right. And so, Jonas, you see that the swamp is just ends up being only about a 10-foot wide stream, and on the other side, is a thick forest that sort of closes in on it, and a mountain. The mountain is now visible, and it sort of rises up behind it, and there's clearly no path through forest that's there. You're looking straight at the foot of a mountain, and you guys are safely out of Gnome's Gap, and you're deep in the Breenland wood. And that is the end of episode 7.
Jeez.
Congratulations.
Just
You
useless.
definitely made that more complicated than it needed to be.
Yeah, that was
I mean, that's kind of our thing, right?
That's-
yeah, I did not expect that to go that way. I'll just tell you that. I thought you were going to start walking in and just have a quick fight with a snake. I didn't expect levitate, misty step, and having to
just trying to
having
figure out how
like-
to get people across familiars with
oh my
ropes.
God.
I don't take any chances when I can't see the bottom.
Yeah. Oh my God. So goodness. Well, look, next episode, you're going to have, you got some big choices, and I'm hoping that you're able to talk to Filnir because he knows this area a little bit, and he can probably help you decide which way to go, how to get to Lakeshire.
All right, I can't wait.
Yeah, Filnir is starting to have mixed feelings about having to go back to Lakeshire.
I'll tell you,
boy.
it's been a real pleasure cruise so far.
So far, it's been amazing. So
Look,
Aim for
you guys
peace.
traversed through a basically impassable mountain range. I think you did okay. You got some boons, and you got a level, and you survived a giant constrictor snake, and I think everyone's doing fine, right? No one's like about to die or anything.
I don't know. Jonas got squeezed pretty good.
he got squeezed pretty good, and I'm pretty sure he's clocked out. He's going to need some serious therapy.
Or
the
maybe, you know, through this encounter therapy, he's like been forced to face his fears.
Yeah. It's like when you play baseball and just you get hit in the face with a baseball, you're like, oh
that
yeah,
wasn't
that
so
really
bad.
hurt. That really hurt a lot. But
Either that
Maybe if
or
I just
when,
catch the ball.
yeah, maybe then it's fine. Or either he got over it, or maybe when Filnir and Abel got across the water, he was like hidden under the ground, Native American style. You know, he like dug himself a hole and put leaves over top of him.
Just two eyes peeking out.
Two
through
eyes
the
peeking
leaves.
out, just like, is it gone? Is it gone?
yeah, you guys don't see him anymore. All you see is a mirror reflecting yourselves.
I find this very confusing.
Like I said,
Oh man.
useless. Just didn't prepare my sleep spell or anything.
Hey,
That's fair.
listen, man, you weren't useless. You provided a lot of comedy for this podcast.
That's right.
He's completely.
Hey guys, I got it.
Just completely out of his environment, just out of his element. Period.
He's not a real woodsman, is he?
It's not a
No.
woodsman. Not at all.
All right. Well,
Are we going to
gosh,
get this sign off thing sorted out?
Oh, right. So last time, what did we do last time? We
We cursed.
I think
We said, oh, God damn it.
oh god damn it. Yeah, what are we gonna do this time?
Look-
I mean, that didn't quite work, but
Look,
it,
look,
I
guys.
didn't. I think we can do better than that. I'll
We're-
just say
okay.
that.
We're dads. We deal with crazy stuff every day. I think it's Dungeons and Diapers all day, every day.
Okay.
I don't love it, but I'm willing to
No,
do
listen. Let's do that
Man,
one.
I'm past the diapers, but
it. Yeah, I'm so past diapers,
But,
thank God.
but we just have John do it by himself.
yeah.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dungeons and Diapers all day, every day.
Love it.
Chubba-doo-ba-doo-ba-ba, chubba-doo-ba-doo-ba-ba, chubba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo
Hey everyone out there, John Watson here, Jonas Silverwind. I wanted to take a moment to give a few special shout outs. First, to an old friend, Don Catlett. He's one of our original listeners. Thank you so much, and thank you for all the support you've given us. We see you out there. What's up? Also, to Dustin Parry. He has a little girl who is celebrating her 7th birthday coming up soon. Happy 7th birthday, Mikhail. Dustin, thank you so much for listening, and thank you for all the support you've shown us. To everyone else out there, we love hearing from you on social media, and we will be here for you every Monday. Ready, girls?
Thank you for listening.
All right. Take care out there.